everybody, I've got a super special gaming episode today. Today, what I'm gonna be doing is talking about voting rights in the United States while playing Among Us. So I'm gonna change my username to something vote related, so I'm gonna say vote November 3rd. So, voting rights stuff. United States voting rights. This is the source is the ACLU, which stands for American Civil Liberties Union. Right number 1: if the polls close while you're still in line, stay in line. You have the right to vote. And now I'm going to take a break from giving you voting info to do a task. So I'm going to swipe a card. I'm horrible at card swipes. I saw them vent. And I could have probably lived if I ran, but I was too busy thinking about this. Alright, soccer. That was a short game. Let's find a different server. Alright. Voting right number 3 brought to you again by the ACLU. If the machines are down at your polling place, ask for a paper ballot. Voting right number 4. Call the Election Protection Hotline if you have questions about your rights or trouble voting. The number is 1-866-OUR-VOTE. Again, if you have questions about your voting rights or trouble voting, call 1-866-OUR-VOTE. I have another infographic. Let me see. Where the heck am I? Okay, let me do one of my tasks. Where is storage? Okay. I think storage is this way. Orange might kill me, but that's fine. Oh, maybe it was Instagram I had the other infographics I saved. Give me 1 minute. Oh, I can buy a beverage. I'll buy a beverage while I do this. Oh, that game ended quickly again. Oh, here's another voting tip. This information is provided by the Maine Democrats. If you're not sure if you're registered to vote, you can contact your town office or city hall and ask if you've been already registered or not. Another great thing about living in Maine is that they do same-day registration. So if you bring a government ID and either a utility bill or some government document that shows where you live, you can then register and vote on the same day. Also, if you live in Maine, if you go to voteinmaine.com/lookup, you can find polling places. Again, if you live in Maine, go to voteinmaine.com/lookup to find voting places. Also, polls will be open until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, November 3rd. And as long as you are online by then, you can cast your ballot. So they'll stay open so everyone in line can get a chance to vote. Let's join Ellie's. Alright, so I got more voting info for you. So Lisa Savage, who is running for, I want to say, hold on, I don't know what position she's running for. Give me a second. Lisa Savage is running for U.S. Senate, and she made this post on her Instagram. It's about ranked choice voting. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. I want to do a task so they don't think I'm sus. I'm going to go to swipe a card. Maybe this time I won't die. Okay, Okay, ranked choice voting. According to Lisa's sources, all 4 Senate candidates have promised to accept the ranked choice voting election results. So this is all just as Maine specific. And then there is no legal process available to overturn ranked choice voting in the Senate race. The Constitution says states set their congressional election rules, and the ranked choice voting in Maine is in the jurisdiction of Maine Supreme Court, which has upheld ranked choice voting multiple times, not the U.S. Supreme Court. Oh, I didn't even get to do my second task. And then those saying ranked choice voting could be canceled after the election are at best misinformed and at worst using fear-mongering tricks to intimidate you into not voting how you want. Mainers fought hard for ranked choice voting, so we should vote fiercely for candidates who represent our values. Now that we've won the fight for ranked choice voting, we should use it. No court can change state election rules after the election. And that was some info about ranked choice voting. Oh, someone said Biden 2020 in the chat. Well, that was another short game. Here are some other voting tips. So, to make sure you're prepared for election day, arrange transportation to the polls ahead of time. These tips are provided by the I Am a Voter account on Instagram. If you're using public transportation, visit your transportation authority's website to confirm routes and hours of operation. Many cities have reduced service due to COVID. If you're driving, don't assume street parking will be available. Be prepared to pay to park at a meter or garage. Better yet, scout out the parking options ahead of time. Uber and Lyft are also offering discounted rides to polls. Uber will discount 50% off round-trip rides to and from polls, up to $7 each trip for $14 for the 2 trips. Lyft is offering promo code 2020VOTE to take 50% off your ride to a polling place or ballot drop box location up to $10. Consider offering a ride to a friend or a neighbor if you can do so safely while practicing COVID safety precautions. Oh, another. Was that the same person as last time? I don't remember. I Am a Voter has some more detailed explanations of voter rights, so here we are. It is illegal and a federal crime to intimidate, threaten, or interfere with someone's right to vote. Examples of voter intimidation include aggressively questioning voters about their citizenship, criminal record, or other qualifications to vote, falsely representing oneself as an election official, displaying false or misleading signs about voter fraud and related criminal penalties, other forms of harassment, particularly harassment targeting non-English speakers and voters of color. Examples of voter intimidation include spreading false information about voter requirements. You do not need to speak English to vote in any state. Do not need to pass a test to vote in any state. Some states do not require voters to present photo ID. Alright, I'm going to take a break so I can fight people in this fantasy space game, but then I'll talk more about rights. Voter rights. Alright, where am I going? What am I faking? I want to sabotage something. Oh, speaking of sabotage, let's talk about voter fraud. So voter fraud. Voter fraud, this is information provided by whitehouse.gov. The United States has a long and unfortunate history of election fraud. The Heritage Foundation is providing a list of election fraud cases from across the country, broken down by state, where individuals were either convicted of vote fraud or where a judge overturned the results of an election. This is not an exhaustive list, but simply a sampling that demonstrates the many different ways in which fraud is committed. Preventing, deterring, and prosecuting such fraud is essential to protecting the integrity of voting process. So types of voter fraud: impersonation, fraud at the polls, voting in the name of other legitimate voters and voters who have died, moved away, or lost the right to vote because they are felons but remain registered, false registrations, voting under fraudulent voter registrations that either use a phony name and real or fake address, or claim residence in particular jurisdiction where the registered voter does not actually live and is not entitled to vote. Alright, pause. I need to make myself not look sus. Okay, I'm gonna fake this task. Got rid of the leaves. I haven't actually killed anyone in this game yet, I don't think, and people are mad about it. Anyway, back to voter fraud. So, fraudulent use of absentee ballots, requesting absentee ballots and voting without the knowledge of the actual voter, or obtaining the absentee ballot from a voter and either filing it indirectly and forging the voter's signature, or illegally telling the voter who to vote for. Buying votes, paying voters to cast either an in-person or absentee ballot for a particular candidate. They haven't guessed me yet, that's hilarious. Oh wait, I am seeing. Some more examples of voter fraud. Illegal assistance at the polls, forcing or intimidating voters, particularly the elderly, disabled, illiterate, and those for whom English is a second language, to vote for particular candidates while supposedly providing them with quote-unquote assistance. Ineligible voting, illegal registration and voting by individuals who are not U.S. citizens, are convicted felons, or otherwise not eligible to vote. Altering the vote count, changing the actual vote count either in a precinct or at the central location where votes are counted. Last but not least, ballot petition fraud, forging the signatures of registered voters on the ballot petitions that must be filled with election officials in some states for a candidate or issue to be listed on the official ballot. Those were all examples of voter fraud listed on the whitehouse.gov website. Alright, let me do a task now. Let's say, let me out, please. I have no idea who it is. Anyway, while we wait for the voting, here are the people you can vote for. Some are president specific and some are Maine specific. So Maine House of Representatives. And I listed it just by last name, so Golden and Crafts are the two people running for House Rep. President, again listed by last name, Trump, Biden, Hawkins, Jorgensen, and LaFuente. Any apologies if I pronounce a name wrong, I'm trying my best, I promise. U.S. Senate for the state of Maine, listed by last name once again. Collins, Gideon, Lynn, Savage. Running for Senate in Maine, Claxton, Leonard. And some more people running for House Representative, Sheets and Libby. So those are your options. And I think I got everyone for the 2020 election, including Maine candidates. If I missed someone, feel free to comment. Oh my gosh, I was not following you. I was gonna go to admin and do my task. If you just let me do my task. Gonna go swipe a card as I get stuck behind a wall. Are you kidding me? I hate this task. I feel like it's dark blue. I could be completely wrong though. Electrical is a death track, so I'm not gonna go there. Death trap. I think I accidentally said track. Electrical is a death trap. Let me get rid of the trash. Okay. I just did that. What do you mean? I was like, excuse you? Alright, storage needs its garbage entered too. Am I the only one taking out the trash? My goodness, do your chores, everybody. Saw a green kill in front of electrical. I'm just gonna vote green. We haven't voted anyone off yet. Okay, so if you're a Maine voter, I have some other info I can give you as well. So Equality Maine is a nonprofit that helps to work to secure full equality for LGBT people through advocacy, organizing, and education. The username is Equality Maine with no spaces on Instagram. They have a list of candidates that they've endorsed, and those candidates include Biden Harris, Sarah Gideon, Shelley Pingree, Jared Golden, and that's their short list of people they support. They have a longer list on their website, which they have linktr.ee/equalitymaine, and that's written with no space if you want to go and read more. I hope you learned something about voting rights today, and remember, on November 3rd, 2020, vote out the imposter.